Huh. You ain't dead yet. So that's something. Fantastic. Let me take a look. Superglue. Superglue for wound closures? No shit. Never would have thought of that. Pretty sure Forge has got a stash of this stuff. I'm gonna have to give this a try. And it looks like there's lots of other innovations here, too. Thanks, Rangers. Here's what I promised, and stop by if you need patching up. I'll waive the usual fees. Can't wait to see the look on Forge's face when I gloat to her about snagging this data. Huh. You ain't dead yet. Sure thing. Take care.
Exemplary work, Rangers. I really didn't think you'd manage to recover the module. But Ronnie said to have faith.
Oh my God! You've got it!
He also said you convinced those commie robots at the airport to give it to you of their own free will. I don't know why you bothered. Now, before we fulfill our side of the deal, we must complete the transfer. This won't take long. Valor! Prepare the transfer equipment and prepare yourself to receive the God President's holy essence. Soon you will be a living God.
Everything is ready, Mother Nancy Reliant. This will be the greatest day of my life!
Until the day when you inherit Saul Buchanan's throne, for then it will be the God President who sits in it, thus increasing the holdings of the Gippers 100-fold in a single stroke.
Yeah! My father always said I'd never be a great leader. Ha! I will be the greatest!
Your eagerness surprises me, Rangers. But of course, it's natural you would come around. This was Ronnie's divine plan. And you've seen the depravity of the machine commune. Valor, it's time. Now, Rangers, would you be so kind as to start? It will be the most delicious of ironies to have the Patriarch's emissaries give life to the leader who will eclipse him. Just connect the module to this council, and we'll begin. It's ready, Rangers. All you have to do is push the button.
This is amazing! I can feel him! I can feel his mind all around me!
Ignore that. The safety protocols must be turned off for the transfer to begin.
What?
Stop! What are you doing? You didn't disable the safety protocols.
Something is wrong. I'm not... Where am I?
Mechanical Intelligence Tower. Thank you, Rangers. You have successfully liberated the Reagan Intelligence. Mission accomplished. Tower out.
Rangers, what have you done? Where is my Ronnie? Traitors! Communists! You will die for this!
Let's do this shit! You what? Don't hurt me! No. No!
Copy, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. Go ahead. Clear copy, November 1. Are there hostiles in the area? Stay frosty, November. From what we're hearing on the radio, you've just kicked a very angry hornet's nest. An extraction team is Oscar Mike, November 1. You'll need to clear a path to Valor Buchanan before we go in.
Thought I was done for a second.
Wow, thanks.
People do rather give the wrong idea about us. I can't say I mind. Let us be underestimated and ridiculed. They think our Ronnie is dead and never coming back, and they are accusing us of seeing communism.
Sit Rep November 1. Valor Buchanan's extraction team is just a few clicks out. Giving the team the all clear. Congratulations, November 1. Hell of a catch you pulled off. Come in, Team November. This is HQ. We finally got a signal through to Arizona. It's a bit spotty, but we got word from General Wade Woodson. He'd like to speak with you. Thanks, November. Amazing what you can do with a bit of tape and a lot of ingenuity. See you soon. Over and out. Just won't stop calling about this noise. Could you do me a...
Don't you try to make it sound like it's nothing. Those kids are driving my cats and me crazy. The kids who broke into Farron Brago's old club. They're having a dance party in there. Boom, 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 all night long. They're a public menace.
Would you mind checking it out, November? She's not gonna stop calling until you do.
I can hear you, you know.
Thanks, November. I owe you.
What did they say? Are they gonna do it? They better take care of this. I'll write a letter to the paper.
Rangers,
Rangers! Rangers.
These ladies remind me of my mama back home.
My name's Betsy. If you don't mind, we've got a request for you. Me and the girls here. We got family who were arrested a while back and put to hard labor at the Patriarch's work camp. Thing is, we've no clue where it is. And the marshals won't say a lick on the subject. Nah, most of them deserve what they got. We don't have any issue with that. But knowing where they are? Oh, well, that'd help us sleep better at night. Figure out where they're holding our loved ones. That's all we're asking you for. And we'll damn well pay you for the privilege. Thanks. I wish we had more for you to work with, but the only thing we got is a name. Frank Pappas was a marshal in charge of shipping folks to the work camp. All we know is that he's retired and living somewhere downtown. Someone at the marshal station might know something. They won't tell us anything. But you might be luckier. We'll be waiting.
Don't need to notify the civvies, but Frank's been taking his retirement at the Sands Lux Apartments. Never went far from the marshals. Daisy always kept the work camp pretty hush-hush. Most of us didn't know a thing about it, except that it's somewhere outside the city. Old Frank is ornery. But we can make him talk.
And then Wickman told the guy, if you can find your ass with both hands, we'll let you go.
Andy couldn't. I remember. Man, good times.
There's 2 chickens poking around here now. Now, what can I help you with? Anytime, Rangers. Always happy to tell war. So many war stories are about sacrifice and heroics and the horrors of combat. But they don't talk about the real horror. The real horror is the food. Once, we were hunting a gang called the Clown Killers, an offshoot of the Payasos. We spent months tracking them, then got a break when we spotted a supply truck with a clown driver. All we had to do was follow it, and it would lead us right to them. Trouble was, just as we were nearing the Killers' camp, the driver spotted us. There was nothing to it. We had to kill him before he could warn the others. Fortunately, it was night, so we managed it. Barely. Then we made the biggest mistake of our lives. We decided to attack at dawn and get our strength up by eating the meat he was bringing to the camp and then having a good night's sleep. Well, next morning, the aftermath of that meat hit us like a ptomaine tornado. 20 men sweating and gasping over the latrine trench. But Saul wouldn't cancel the raid, even though he was groaning and dying like the rest of us. Not gonna spend another 5 goddamn months hunting these clowns, he said. And so we stumbled through the raid, even though it was, in Saul's words, a real shit circus. I'll be here.
November, good to see you. Give me 1 second to make sure the General's still there. General, are you there? I have Team November for you.
Thank you, Gonzalez. Put him on.
Yes, sir. He's ready for you, Rangers. Have a seat.
Team November. Glad we finally got through. Corporal Gonzalez said I should hear the details from you, so tell me, how's the mission going? An ambush? How many of you are left? What about my brother? Is Riley alive? Hard to hold out hope with news like that, but I won't give up. Let me know the minute you learn something. Now, what about the mission? Gonzalez told me the Patriarchs confirmed the deal. and has provided you with a HQ and supplies. I'm pleased to hear it. What are your thoughts on him? Does he seem like a reliable ally? These days, that's about as good as you can hope for in a leader. Okay, complete the mission as soon as you can and get those supplies. We're counting on you. Anything else I should know about? So, she's alive. What happened to her? Is she helping you? Damn it, I was afraid of that. That was her position before we lost contact with her. Well, don't let her sway you. I've got no doubt her reasons are good. No one amasses as much power as this patriarch has by being an angel, but Angie's always had a very black and white view of the world. No room for compromise. We have to compromise. The patriarch may be the dirtiest dog east of the Rockies, but he's also the biggest dog, and he's got the most scraps to share. We can reconsider our relationship with him down the line, but for right now, we've got to do what he wants, or there isn't gonna be a down the line for Arizona or the Rangers. I'm not asking you to fight Angie. I love her too much for that. Just keep your distance and don't let her wreck the deal. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Keep up the good work. All right then. Report received. Thanks for letting me know the situation on the ground. I've got no additional orders except to wrap things up ASAP. Our position here in Arizona is tenuous at best. Without the manpower we sent with you, we're stretched thin, and the gangs and militias are getting bolder by the day. Nor is the food and water situation improving. If we can get through next winter, next year's crops might be enough to keep us going. But I don't see how we're getting there without the Patriarch's promised supplies. So, no pressure. But at the same time, hang on. Damn it. Sorry, November. Gotta get back to it. I'll try to reach out again in a few...
Looks like we lost the signal, November. I'll let you know if I get it back.
That you, Quan? This official?
Just a friendly chat, Frank. You know, like the old days.
Ah, fuck. What do you want? How would I know anything about that? I just drove him out there and dropped him off. That's a state secret. Patriarch's orders. You got a problem with that. Take it up with the marshals. Yeah, well, that's real sad, but no. Sorry. Daisy hears everything in this town. I like life too much. Ha! Ask Quan. He knows what'd happen if I said anything.
Don't worry, Frank. I'm an ex-marshal. Just like you. I don't answer to Daisy no more.
Bullshit. I ain't talking. You'd hire a broken-down old sack of shit like me. For real. Wow. That's more than I expected.
You sure about this, Rangers? Daisy's not gonna like it.
Great. I'll get my stuff together, but first, I'll tell you what you want to know. I was told to drive the prisoners to this cave northeast of the city and give them to some tattooed Plains motherfucker. Didn't seem the type to be an overseer. And it didn't look like a great place for a work camp. But I don't ask questions, you know? I just do what I'm told. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map. That's all I can do for you, I swear. I'll see you at your HQ, Rangers. Just gotta pack up. And thanks again.
Ew, old people. Troy. Do something!
Ugh, you dorks. It was cool when you gave us beer out there, but like, no one invited you to our private party. What do you want, lamos? Yeah, Troy and Brandy forever, right, babe?
Yeah, as long as you keep your eyes on me. Not all those other hussies.
Ugh, babe, I told you you're the only one for me. I can't help it if I sometimes get distracted.
You better help it, or we're done. Just like last week. Or 3 weeks ago.
No way, it's like my dad's or something. I just brought it for the party.
Yeah. Do you even know who Troy's dad is? He's like, totally rich.
Oh, I love rich people. The meat usually has a nice marvel to it because they eat so well. Then I eat well too.
Aw, that's so sweet. You, look pretty strong. How far can you throw a football?
Brandy? Are these Rangers bothering you?
No, we're just talking. You know, Rangers, you've all got nice eyes. Know any sailor stories about the sea's raging glory?
Just talking, right. So why'd you get so pissed when I was just talking with Heather last week?
You did not just bring up that whore Heather. Troy, you piece of shit! That's not even remotely the same thing and you know it! Fuck you!
Brandy, baby, come back! What the fuck was that, Rangers? You know how hard it's gonna be to get the party back on track after that?
Hey, Rangers. Can I bum a smoke? Tell me something I didn't know.
Hey, did you know I have a sixth sense?
Really?
Yeah, I see old people.
Yes! Chug, 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 chug!
Look at that ranger drink!
Chug, 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 chug!
That was awesome!
Wanna play King's Cup, Rangers? Ugh, who invited these geezers?
Oh, who invited?
I'm dancing here, you perv.
Oh, God! What's happening? My soul is dying!
This is the worst music ever. I want to die.
Make it stop!
God, this party is done. I'm out here. God, this party is done. I'm out here. You guys suck. You are totally... Why don't you just leave us alone? Fuck it. Party sucks anyway. Suck an egg, Jerry's. We're out.
The noise stopped. Thank you, Rangers. I can sleep at last. And so can my cats. Here, a little something for your trouble, since I'm sure that tight fist, the patriarch, isn't paying you much. I'm gonna send a special surprise to your clubhouse or headquarters or whatever you call it. Nah, I'm not saying what it is, but you'll love it, I promise. Now go on, I'm a busy woman.
Thanks, Rosie. I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Come on, kiddies. The noise is over. You can come out now.
ass and take it.
Thanks. Thought I was done there for a sec.
Please, don't shoot.
Just who the hell are you?
Always knew this day would come. The skies finally opened to take me back.
By the bears? No. That wreck's been rotting there since I started coming here. No use as a shelter and nothing left to scavenge.
Name's Nikki. He's Wind. And we didn't invite you here.
Nikki's my everything. She helped me escape my old life. Helped me find the courage to walk away from what I was.
And he's mine to keep safe. So back the hell off.
That man, still saying it was a work camp. Never wanted to admit the truth, not even to himself.
You won't find any work camp here. Never was one. No convicts either. They're long gone, all of them. I didn't touch them. I was a shepherd, a guide. But I wasn't their executioner. Which is not to say that my hands are bloodless. I'm sorry for everything that I've done. That the Godfishers have done. I wish it was different, but...
You don't choose your family.
They were...
Why are you talking to them? You don't owe them an explanation.
The dead can't tell their stories anymore, Nikki. I have to do it for them. The Patriarch made a deal with my people, the Godfishers. They, believe the gods can be appeased with human offerings. So, in exchange for stopping our war on Colorado Springs, he sent them convicts and criminals to feed to the skies. The Godfishers hack off the limbs of the sacrifices and tie their torsos to giant kites, then send them up to the sky as gifts for the gods. They believe it will bring the holy rain. I always thought the sacrifices were pointless. There were no gods, no way to call water from the skies. I should have left long before I did. They were my people. Until Nikki helped me find the courage to abandon them.
I didn't do anything. That was you.
If I could, I'd change everything. Bring all those people back. All I can do now is try to be a better man than I was. I was better at dealing with the city people than the other Godfishers, so our leaders sent me here as a go-between. Pappas delivered the convicts here to me. I brought them to my people. I used to pass a farmstead on my way out here. Saw a pretty girl watching over her land. Turns out she saw me too. Took me months before I was brave enough to approach her. Crazy decision when I think about it now, but she didn't turn me in. She showed me the Godfisher ways wasn't the only way. Gave me the strength to turn my back on it. Thank you. All the same, I think it's best if we leave this place. If you could find us here, others may do the same. I won't see Nikki harmed because of me.
Hear that engine rumbling, Rangers? We got company.
He dead? Yeah. We wanted to see the son of a bitch who took our kin.
And make sure he never breaks anyone else's heart again. So, is he dead or not?
Talk. Ain't nothing to talk about. That Godfisher's a mass murderer. Move aside and let us do what needs to be done.
Margaret wanted to tell you. The rest of us, we didn't think you'd help if you knew this was all about payback.
The marshals ain't as tight-lipped as Sheriff Daisy thinks. A few bribes here and there, and we got the truth from the ones who knew.
Sounds like my fine, upstanding marshal comrades, all right.
Only part we didn't know was where to find the bastard who took our kinfolk to their deaths. Maybe we can't kill all the Godfishers, but we can make sure this one pays for what he did. He chose to be a coward. He chose his life over theirs. And now he's gotta pay. We don't want to fight you, but We will, if you stand in our way. Fine. Protect the murdering scumbag. We'll get them eventually. But one day, you Rangers will lose someone like we did. And get denied vengeance by arrogant assholes.
You're here! You got my message! Sure am glad to see you folks. Yes, sir. We got us a genuine crisis here. Martians! Yes, sir. Well, Martian robots anyhow. Don't know what else they could be. They showed up right out of the blue like they stepped off a flying saucer. I reckon the Martians want my Tellurium, so they sent their war machines to jump my claim. This here's my Tellurium mine, you see. Well, mine and Trudy's. Don't know what I'd do without the old girl. Works harder than any man I ever saw, and ain't afeard of nothing. I once saw her bite a grizzly bear right on the ass. Yes, sir. Folks around here call me Bulb, by the way. That's on account of the Tellurium. Makes you stink like garlic. Don't much bother me, and Trudy don't seem to mind, if you know what I mean. Where was I? Oh yeah, the Martians. Me and Trudy was working at the mine, and all of a sudden these robots appeared. One of them was as big as a house. You could tell right off they weren't no scavengers. They was something else. Now, I bet you're asking yourself how an old prospector like Bulb would know the difference between a Martian death machine and some old scavenger robot. Am I right? We get scavengers poking around up here all the time. Trudy can hear them rust buckets coming a mile off. Well, we leave out old parts or a few pounds of ore, and they leave us be. But not the Martians. Oh, no, sir. When they turned up, the scavengers got madder than a pack of wet hornets. They came at the Martians from all directions. But me and Trudy caught in the middle. I told the old girl to hightail it out of there, but Trudy was fit to raise hell. And you can't tell her nothing when she's got her dander up. I ran down here to call for help, and I've been waiting on you folks ever since. I ain't seen Trudy for a while now, and I'm getting worried. Can you do something about these dang robots? I reckon you do. Ask away. I'm always glad for a little conversation. Just ask Trudy. It's a wonder I ain't talked her ears off after all these years. Can't say we do, unless you count the scavengers, and they ain't much for conversation. Nope, me and Trudy are left to ourselves most times. Gets lonely up here, especially in the winter. But we got the mind to keep us busy, and we talk to pass the time. That Trudy, she's a hell of a listener, let me tell you. Glad you asked. It's this mineral that's good for making electronics and such. Most of what we scrape out of the mine we send to the Patriarch. Most folks won't handle it because it's toxic. But I ain't never had no problems with it. This used to be a gold mine, you know, way back before the bombs fell. When the mine got played out, the owners turned it into some kind of tourist trap. I came up here hoping there might still be a little gold left, but found the Tellurium instead. It ain't an easy life. Keeps me and Trudy fed. Don't know what I'd do without the old girl, let me tell you. Oh yeah, started a few years back. First one group, then another. They'd roll in, tear things up, take whatever they could. Lately, though, it's been a different bunch. Got a leader named Nell Stack, Neil Stack, something like that. We never know when they're gonna turn up, but when Trudy hears them coming, we set out a little Tellurium. They leave us be. Not the best deal, maybe, but it beats getting killed. Fair enough. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. They used to call it Tellurium breath back in the day. Occupational hazard, I reckon. Been up here so long I don't even notice. Trudy don't mind, so why should I? I knew you was good folks the minute I laid eyes on you. Yes, sir. Mine's just over that hill yonder. Find Trudy and chase them dang robots off my claim. One more thing. If you find Trudy and she's well, you know. I'd appreciate it if you'd bring her necklace back. There's some codes written on it that I need to run the mine. She kept them safe for me. I'll be waiting here. Good luck up there.
Unit 3. No stack. No stack. Cancel. 3 wins.
Resolve this thing.
Great power cycler, may we all reboot? I ping to thee!
May your big echo ruin. No stack.
Get something? Oh, Trudy. Never hurt no one in her life. Not unless they were asking for it, anyhow. She was a sweet, good-hearted lady. And a hard worker. Yes, sir. I want to miss her something fierce. Anyhow, thanks for bringing back her necklace. Can't run the machinery in the mine without them codes. Damn them robots! Each and every one! I sure hope you gave them hell for old Trudy. You, you did get them all, didn't you? Ain't no pile of scrap metal gonna stop old Bo, no sir. I got just the thing to clear that mess out. Have that mine going again in no time. You wait and see. Sure is a relief not to have them dang robots taking my ore. Been a thorn in my side for a long time. I'm grateful for your help. Fine folk. Yes, sir. Real salt of the earth. Helping a poor old miner out and asking nothing in return. Maybe there's some hope for this wasted world after all. Y'all come back anytime. Here. Land's